So I'm reading this book, right? It's a book I talked about in the previous one of these $1 Million Weekend, and the first part of it is like it's about the power of asking. That's what it's about. And the guy who wrote the book is like, oh, my dad would just ask and a bunch and make sales. It's one of the most valuable assets you can have. And when I was reading it, I was thinking about it, and I was like, dang, you know what? Freaking multiple people took advantage of me like that today, like at work, because I was at work earlier, and this lady came in, and no receipt or anything. Okay, I guess it's not entirely my fault, but no receipt or anything. She's like, oh yeah, my daughter came through earlier, and you forgot a quarter, a Big Mac, and a large fry. And I'm thinking like, bro, we did not forget all three of those things. That is not possible, bruh. We did not forget three whole big items. Like maybe one, but all three, bro, that's insane. But it's kind of an older lady, so like I don't want to argue with her, so I'm just like, oh yeah, you know what, I'll grab my manager, and we can see if we can get that fixed for you. So I go and grab my manager, and I guess he's a victim of this too, because he asked me, he's like, so no receipt or anything? And I'm like, nope. And I'm asking him like, do you remember earlier, like, remember this order earlier, and an order like this? Because I get to work, guys, I got to work at like, let's say, I got to work at 11, and this lady comes in at 12, and 10:30 is when lunch starts. And so that's, quarter Big Mac, fries, those are lunch items. So there's only a 30-minute window where my boss could have made that order. So like if that was an order, he would have remembered it, bro. she's lying. But I don't know, I guess me and my boss just did not want to deal with it, bruh. Like, you know how those older people can get, bro. They'll yell at you. Especially one that's a liar. You know she was gonna try to do something or sell it somehow. Like she's like, yeah, I just woke up. My daughter just told me to come here, and she had her daughter on the phone. And bro, let me tell you the craziest thing. Like, you know how I keep saying I just didn't want to deal with her, bro? She goes, yeah, you ask him. And when I come out, because we're making her food, my boss was like, just give her what she wants. So we're making her food, right? And then I come out and say, okay, we're making it. Should be out soon. And she holds up the phone and she's like, you ask. I'm not gonna ask him. And the daughter's like, oh, could you give my mom like a drink or something? Because she came all the way out here. I woke her up to come out here and grab it. And I was like, all right. And I asked her, what would she like? What kind of drink would you like? And what kind of soda? And she goes, actually, I'd like a milkshake, please. I'm just like, bro. And, I try my very best to put on keep my customer service voice on, and just like, yeah, all right, I'll make that for you. And she's, well, like, what kind would you like? And she wants the Shamrock Shake, bro. She wants the limited edition shake for free, just for getting off her butt and scamming us. Like, this is a pretty good day of scamming.